Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy. I'm gonna give you some tips today on how to create the life that you want. First and foremost, you already know where I'm going with this. Everything begins and ends with the mind. You need to understand how powerful your subconscious mind is. Your subconscious mind can be manipulated and programmed through these three tactics: trauma, symbols, and repetition. All right, let me give you an example. You remember when you were younger and your parents used to tell you to get up, make your bed, brush your teeth, wash your face, all that, and they told you it every day. That's repetition in order to get the behavior that they want. All right, that right there. All right. Now let's go to trauma. All right, you're acting up. You ain't doing what you need to be doing. Let's pretend like this is a belt. All right, you get a spanking. All right, let's fast forward. Now we're going to talk about the symbol now. All right, you're in the same situation, you being stubborn, almost the same situation, you being stubborn, you ain't listening, you being hard-headed. They're going to hold up this belt here. Now, that's a symbol for what could happen if you don't get it together. You ain't going to do what? What? Oh, okay. Remember when they used to, man, make that little noise, that pow, pow? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me change my frequency so I don't have to experience that. You know what I'm saying? Those tactics right there. All right. Understand that. Those three tactics are always speaking to your subconscious mind. Now, look at those tactics and see if those have been ran on you, not just in your life, but also what's going on out here. And the only way that you're able to stop that from happening is if you're thinking consciously in that moment, mentally, and like, wait a minute, I know what this is. No different than when you're strolling on social media and you're looking at things, because the trauma doesn't have to come as a whooping. It doesn't have to come with a belt. It can come as far as you just watching something on YouTube all the time, or Instagram, or, social media, the movies you watch. That, think about it. As I've always said, your subconscious mind can't distinguish what's real or what's fake. Okay? It only responds to what you feed it. For instance, you're looking at a movie and your friend's looking at them, but friend, you look over there, the friend all teary-eyed and stuff. This is a movie. What you got going? It spilled into the subconscious mind. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's an example there. Now we're going to work on building the life that you want, creating the life that you want. Now, we're not going to deal with trauma. We're going to deal with symbols and repetition. Now, you've created a vision board. You've got the ideal house you want. You got the ideal job you want. You got the dream car. You got all that up there. That's speaking to your subconscious mind. So once you walk into that room, into your room, those symbols are speaking to your subconscious mind. No different than when you're an athlete. You had Michael Vick on the wall. You had Jordan up there. You had Cam Newton. You've had the top receivers, all these star athletes. Right when you walk into that room, those symbols are speaking to your subconscious mind. Yeah, okay, I need to get it together. Yeah, I need to get up and work out and get it in. Perfect example right there. All right, now let's talk about repetition. Now, if you are in a negative state mentally, you've got to transform it into positive. How? You need to write positive things on a piece of paper about yourself and continue to read that. Read it as many times as you need to read it a day. Okay? Look in the mirror. I'm strong. I'm positive. I'm successful. I'm all of that. Okay? It has no choice. What's in dark will manifest into the light. It has no choice but it's not going to happen overnight. You're just going to have to continue to tell yourself that, do it, and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Those techniques can help you transform your life from any situation into a positive. You just got to trust the process and believe in yourself. All right. Okay. I hope it helps, guys. Peace out.